EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This is Tony Pollard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Where we go? We're going to 54. Right there, right there. 54 miles. 54.
Prescott now. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll take over.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Everson Griffin. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
On second down, Mostert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Jalen Smith. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Hauling it in, Nelson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 more there and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 27, Prescott. Flush to his right. He's going to, and I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like...
Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
And maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown,
George Kittle with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
the score, Niners 14. Cowboys.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
We dominate
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time, getting the sack.
Kill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Blake Jarwin.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cowboys, nothing.
Check. Watch 54. Yeah. You don't want none. Mike 54.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Here we go, 46. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. He completes it to Nelson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Show it up, show it up. I got you.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Garoppolo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Complete.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
And it's 3rd down.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
He was brought down.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Going to try the jet sweep with Nelson. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Muscles him off. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Go, get out there, get out there. Here we go, 46.
Throwing, Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the 49ers.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Mostert. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. And the defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Richie James. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7.
Right there, 54, right there.
Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. This is Elliott. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go to Elliott again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Elliott. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, gun.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And this offense is running away with this one. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that.
It got his man complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act in the third quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A first down carry by Elliott. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
You already play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and goal.
It's second and goal back to the 8-yard line now.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
21. I got you. Rip left. 60 Bobcat. Hey, gun. I got you, son. I got you. You're almost.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Caught by Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
San Francisco.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Caught by Nelson left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. James has got it, complete. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return will stop right around the 25.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin, 75 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22.
Good. Makes the score Niners 29.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Powering his way. There he goes, left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 44 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. To throw is Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
At the 20-yard line.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. And he's going to go down again. By D. Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Garoppolo on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, eat. Watch twist. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, strip the ball. Strip that ball.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
Finish game. Entering online hub screen, you have 5 options. Quick match is selected. Entering main menu screen, ultimate team.